There is an apparent difference of opinion tonight about just how dangerous the threat is becoming from ISIS terrorists. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge has our report, and a warning here: some of the images you see may be disturbing.
While fighting intensifies in advance of Friday's proposed ceasefire, the Deputy Secretary of State said significant progress has been made along the Turkish-Syrian border against ISIS.
And we're working with the Turks to try and get control of that last 10%.
Speaking to the Washington, D.C. Brookings Institution, Tony Blinken said the greatest accomplishments against the terrorist group, also known as Daesh, are in Iraq, where U.S. forces are working with local fighters.
Daesh has not been able to engage in any offensive operations since last spring. And what we're seeing is that not only are we taking back territory, but we're doing it in a strategic way.
But Blinken's upbeat assessment appears to conflict with recent congressional testimony.
ISIL, including its 8 established and several more emerging branches, has become the preeminent global terrorist threat.
These images, first broadcast by Fox in January, document an ISIS chemical weapons attack against Kurdish fighters. On Sunday, the CIA director confirmed the terror group is experimenting with weapons of mass destruction.
We have a number of instances where ISIL has used chemical munitions on the battlefield.
Artillery shells.
Sure. Yeah.
Despite the U.S.-led bombing campaign, the Director of National Intelligence also told Congress the number of foreign fighters traveling to the region since 2012 is at a record high of 36,000 from at least 120 countries. As Syrian government forces, with the help of Moscow, lay siege to Aleppo, President Obama said Russian intervention will not end the bombing, the suffering of civilians, nor significantly weaken ISIS.
There's nothing that's happened over the last several weeks that points to those issues being solved, and that is what I mean by a quagmire.
A Pentagon spokesman says the U.S. has not been asked to provide humanitarian aid for Aleppo. A request for help would come from relief groups, and many are run from the capital, Damascus, the Syrian president's base of operations. Privately, defense officials say the area around Aleppo is so contested, there's no way to guarantee who would get the aid, with ISIS or al-Qaeda potentially benefiting. Brett.
Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.